Then just as he said that, right, you can see Joelinton's hands push Gabriel in the back.
Talking about the reason for the VAR is to check whether the ball.
Yeah, and the goal won't get disallowed because of the thing. Then just as he said that, right, you can see Joelinton's hands push into Gabriel's back. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Football Kaki. I am your host Eldad and I am joined by my fellow Kaki bro, Paul. Paul, how are you doing?
I'm good, sir.
Yes. Okay, both of us are doing really good because just to update everybody, Chit hit a milestone this week. We have officially gotten 1,000 subscribers.
1,000!
Yeah, so just want to say before we begin today's episode and the recording, right, we just want to say thank you to everybody who have been supporting the Football Kaki and of course the Chit podcast network and all our shows, including the Kopi Bros and the SG Draft podcast. Thank you for recognizing us. Thank you for supporting us through the past year. We've been online for I think about almost 11 months already. 10 to 11 months since the start of the year. So I just want to say thank you and we hope that we finish out the year strong. And of course, more people will just come in and continue to subscribe to us for the 2024 lah. Back to Football Kaki. Personal news. I caved up, bro.
Cave? What do you mean?
I caved. EAFC 24 was staring at me on the games page inside the Xbox as media already bought it. And I decided to download it because my head and my reasoning is that Manchester United is so bad in real life, right? Hoping that Manchester United in EAFC or FIFA will be better. It turns out, right, it's the same.
It is, bro.
Bro, it doesn't make any difference.
Want to know something? I started playing also.
So you also came lah. Both of us failed like miserably.
Media also failed, right?
But the thing is that Media said Media wasn't technically part of the thing that we're going to abstain for the rest of the year.
It's a different
was
thing.
Me and
bro.
you.
I don't know. It's just like there's always an itch to play a football game. You know.
There is lah. I played the show, right, but this is that somehow, right, the itch to play EAFC was there, right. But the thing is that the itch to play EAFC died right after I realized how much this game still irritates me. It's the biggest love-hate relationship with a video game
it's
ever.
It's just to curb some like football cravings, right?
I won't say football cravings, right? I would say it's more towards like just curing any pain. Like I was talking to like a taxi driver, right? Just basically of Man United, right? He said that there's a difference between watching your team, right, and getting frustrated, right? And there's a difference between heartbreak. I think we are at a point of heartbreak already, bro.
No, bro. I'm in the stage of like it's numb already.
Yeah, like you already broke your heart already broken already.
No, it's like if someone asks me, like when my colleagues ask me about Man U now, then I'll just be like, I think let's not talk about it lah. That's like my first initial response.
Yeah, sorry, bro, but we are Football Kaki. We got to talk about Man United lah. So no choice. So today, what we're gonna do on this episode, right? We are gonna talk about 3 games, the weekly roundup for this week, which of course include Newcastle and Arsenal, where there was a lot of controversy. Fulham and Man United also got some form of controversy, and both games are the common denominator is VAR and refereeing decisions. So Newcastle had controversial refereeing decisions. Man United had one incident, but it's not as big as the Newcastle Arsenal game, which we will get into later. And then of course, the champions Man City look like champions. Oh, and I think right, one star was born yesterday against Bournemouth for Manchester City. Then of course, to close out this episode, we will do our big game preview of the week for next week, which of course is Chelsea versus Manchester City. Now, we are recording this on a Sunday, which is a bit different from what we usually do, where we usually record on Monday. So, because we are recording on a Sunday, right, we will not be doing the Liverpool and Luton game in this particular episode, just for everybody. Disclaimer.
Sorry.
And of course, the Spurs and Chelsea game we also will not be doing because in Singapore, the game actually is out Tuesday morning, which basically means that we do not actually have the ability to do the review. So we will only be doing the 3 games that happen on Saturday, which are the big ones involving the big teams. So first game, we're talking about Airport, you ready? Okay, the first game we're going to talk about is, of course, Newcastle United versus Arsenal. Newcastle win 1-0 thanks to a goal from Anthony Gordon, officially ending Arsenal's unbeaten run to the season. Gordon scored in the 64th minute, but this goal, right, was shrouded in controversy. First time ever, right, I've seen a goal scrutinized in 3 different ways.
And they had reason to, bro.
Yeah, and there was proper reasoning too, right? So we're going to discuss this first, right? I'm just going to highlight the 3 things. So basically, one was that Did Willock keep the ball in after it went out near the corner flag? Did Joelinton foul Gabriel? And was Anthony Gordon offside? So let's just talk about the first incident. Did Willock keep the ball in or not, bro?
Out, bro.
It's out, right?
It's
To
out,
me, it looked
yeah. It's out. It's definitely out.
Because
This is a similar situation to where Rashford.
the Rashford goal where the Holland one was
goal where it was out. It was the exact same ball placement. It's just that maybe this Newcastle goal, right? The ball was at the corner flag, so very hard for the camera angle to be there.
Yep.
Yeah, so we can only see it based on the broadcast view.
So,
but to me, it was out lah.
Yeah. So the thing is, okay, I got this question, right? Because this is happening quite often, right? And you're actually leaving this type of decisions, right, down to the referee, right? So would it be better if they implemented the same type of goal line technology along the line to be able to tell whether it's cross or didn't cross or not?
I don't think it's economically wise to do so.
Okay.
Because the goal line technology, you are using the goal post itself to install the technology.
That is true.
So there's a very small area that you need to in place this technology. If you want to put against the whole field, right?
You have to use the corner flag.
I mean, there's a reason why there's a linesman also lah. And also, I feel that it doesn't happen as much.
Yeah.
Like maybe one in like 20 or 30 games. Like something will happen, like something like that will happen. Yeah.
Correct.
Maybe they can do what UEFA do. They put the two extra referee in the behind next side by side of the goalpost.
Yeah, correct.
Maybe that will work better.
This type of thing is going to get scrutinized now because of VAR.
Yep.
The only way to enhance it, right, is basically trying to figure out ways where the technology doesn't actually affect like the actual outcome of the goal also lah. But it is tricky lah, because if you look at it in real time, right, it looks like you kept the ball in. But if you actually stop it and slow it down, the ball's out. Like, to me, the ball is out also lah. Because the other incident I can think of, right, is that, remember the World Cup? I think it was like the previous World Cup, not this year's one, right? The Japan one, or was it this year's one?
Oh,
the Japan against Germany. Exact same scenario, but the goal.
It was this one, bro. It was this one.
It was this World Cup, right?
One, yeah.
The goal was allowed, and it was the exact same scenario.
And also because, like, you know how the soccer ball, right?
Yeah.
At different angles, the ball looks out. But from the top view, right, it looks in.
Yes.
Like if you use the bird's eye view, right, it's in.
Yeah, correct.
Because of the way the ball is shaped, you know.
Yeah. So my issue about this, right, and this type of scrutinization, right, is because I have a problem with the camera angles, right, because it's never straight.
Yes, I mean it's always the same for almost every situation, right?
Yeah,
offside, goal line technology.
Correct.
Whether the ball went out.
So it's never straight. I understand if, let's say, offside is never straight, because the thing is that you cannot place the camera every 10 yards to be able to see where exactly the line is. So that one is fair. But if it's on the sideline or off the corner flag, right, that type of thing, if you put it in a straight line, right, it should be beneficial. But like you said, it's also hard to implement the technology because you need a camera that is basically straight line to be able to tell you whether it is or is out. So verdict for both of us, I think, is we say it's out already, right, for this one.
And that's just scenario one.
That's just scenario one. Okay, so that's scenario one. Scenario two, Joelinton fouling Gabriel, right?
Foul, bro.
That's a foul.
Foul, bro. That is the most blatant like foul I've ever seen.
Correct. The funniest
in
thing,
that situation.
Correct. You know the funniest thing is that they always show like the highlights of like from clubs on YouTube one, right? Then when you go see like Newcastle and the highlights, right, it's always the Newcastle commentators or like the Man United commentators that actually do the video, not the actual like Sky Sports or whichever, right?
It's the club's
commentator. Right?
Yeah.
The funniest thing, right, was that I was watching that thing because I wanted to see it again, right? And the first time I saw it, right, I thought it was a foul because it's clear Joelinton's two hands are there, right? Like you also think so, also, right?
He shoved. He literally shoved. Yeah.
Gabriel, right? The funniest part was that when they were showing the video, they were saying, the commentator said like something along like, oh, it's probably just because of the ball went out, so we're not going to see anything controversial, right? Then just as he said that, right, you can see Joelinton's hands push Gabriel in the back.
Oh, so he was talking about the reason for the VAR is to check whether the ball went out.
And the goal won't get disallowed because of the thing. Then just as he said that, right, you can see Joelinton's hands push into Gabriel's back. But bro, this one foul lah.
Foul,
you also
bro.
agree, right?
Blatant foul, bro. Yeah, that's the reason. Like we don't support Newcastle or we don't support Arsenal, right? But I only like it when the game is fair. Yep, so that goal shouldn't have stand because that is a blatant foul.
Correct.
So scenario 1 and 2 already checked for disallowed. You know.
Correct.
It should be there's two strong cases of it being disallowed lah.
Correct. Then of course the final one, the third one, Anthony Gordon offside. He's not outside.
He's not lah, bro. The ball
He's
is
not.
behind him. Yeah.
The ball.
But there's there's an additional scenario.
What's the scenario?
The ball actually hit Jolinton's hand.
Okay, yes, that one I thought about it. I thought about it, right? It looked like the ball, because the ball changed direction. I just wasn't sure whether or not it hit Jolinton's hand or they hit off Gabriel.
So by right, there's 4 scenarios.
So, but the thing is that technically, even if you get 2 out of 4, right, it shouldn't be allowed. Right?
Okay, honestly, the VAR team, right, they made it hard for themselves.
Yes.
They should have just said, "Oh, ball went out." Then
settle.
Then you eliminate all the drama from the shaft, the handball, the offside call. Yeah,
correct. Because if the ball went out, then it's clear cut. The play should have stood. The progression of after the ball went out should have stand right. It's a goal kick to Arsenal. Right?
Yeah, and I saw this pundit. He said, if there's reason to check 3 possible scenarios, right, it means something is wrong.
Correct.
Yeah, which is in my opinion, it really went wrong lah. Shouldn't have, that goal shouldn't have stand.
Correct. Because the thing is that, in my opinion, right, if you're doing it more than once and you're looking at 3 different scenarios, right, you're looking for a reason already. It's not a decision anymore already. Basically,
for a reason.
You're looking for a reason
to disallow the goal.
To give the goal.
Or to give the goal, yeah.
Yeah. You get what I mean, right? You're looking for a reason to give the goal, not disallow the goal. You're looking for a reason.
It's like the referees wanted Newcastle to have the goal lah.
Correct.
But because so they need justification to why that, okay, it should stand as a goal. Yes.
Because if you're looking for a reason not to give the goal, right, I think the first one already clear cut. No, cannot. That one just go. That one, the ball's out. Then the thing finished pretty much. It ends out there. But then why are you looking at 3 different scenarios, right? Whereas 2 of it is clear cut, that the goal shouldn't have stood. Then you go and look at the third one. You get what I mean?
Or like maybe they did it step by step. So like they say, okay, let's check for the ball. Did it go out? Then they say, okay, the whole ball is not out, so we move to the next scenario.
Correct.
Then we say, oh, that's not a shaft. Or like Gabriel like dramatized the foul or something like that.
Yep.
Then they say, okay, that's not a foul. Then they go to the next one. Is it offside? No, not offside, because it's a backward pass.
Yeah. But it still ended up being a controversial decision, and it looked like it was bad.
So in a way, I find that the referee was very bad the whole game.
Yeah.
Because I watched the game. He had literally no control of the game.
0, bro. 0. Yeah. And
like if you want to talk about the other incidents.
Yeah, so to close off this portion, right, is this portion of the goal, whether or not this allowed, right?
Not a goal.
I don't think it's a goal, and I think you also agree, right? If you get 2 out of 3 V calls that show that it's not a goal, right, then the goal should have stood already, man.
Yeah.
Let alone one VAR call. So, I mean, for Arsenal fans out there, we're sorry. We sympathize with you. But at the end of the day, the referee made a decision, right? And it's, again, another EPL decision is another bad one. The goal stood, Anthony Gordon scores, and Newcastle beat Arsenal 1-0. But Arsenal was also not to say that they were saved, or they could have been saved by a potential scenario where the VAR didn't happen. And that is basically the Kai Havertz foul on Longstaff. Bro.
That's why I reiterate, the referee had no control over Zero control, bro. I watched as a fan, right? I'm like, what the heck is this guy doing?
Yes.
It's like, because I'm not leaning on either side, right? So I'm like watching, okay, I'm just trying to see how this match will play out. Then when I saw that Kai Havertz tackle, my first initial response is like, bro, he's gone.
Yeah.
He's gone, because you could tell the look on his face when he stood up. He know already, bro. He know he's gone. He know he's in trouble already, yeah. Firstly, when he slide the Fabian share, right? Starts with showing.
Longstaff.
Oh, Longstaff, yeah. His stats were showing. Yep. And the worst one was Longstaff's leg was planted on the ground.
Yes.
So you know how usually people, when they do leg challenges, the guy will jump.
Yeah.
The guy, if he jumps, then okay, then it's a yellow card.
Yeah.
But this guy, Kai Havertz, he slide with the start showing. His trailing leg, right, completely like direct impact on
the
Longstaff's foot.
Yeah.
The leg, the entire leg, the leg could have easily broke. Like it could easily snap like a toothpick.
He was lucky that nothing happened.
He was lucky, bro. Yeah, he was really very lucky.
Yeah, and the thing about this, right, this whole tackle to me, right, is that Havertz is off the ground. He's not on
he lunged, right?
It's a lunge. It's not a tackle. Tackle usually most of the time
you slide, right? Yeah, you literally slide. You slide across the ground.
You slide, right? Then your one foot is underneath your tackling leg, ma. Then you only go one day. Your starts are ground. His is the start showing right off the floor.
And the trailing leg impact
the trailing leg impact the thing. If the starts had contacted with that main leg, right, I think the leg is gone. The leg is broken already.
I agree. It was a super reckless challenge, bro.
Yeah.
And then the referee immediately took a yellow card out, and then you could tell like how many Newcastle players, they know it was a reckless challenge, right?
Yeah.
End up 3 Newcastle players got booked.
Correct. I saw. So
Because of this dissent.
it was Shah, Gordon, and Longstaff all got yellow carded for trying to appeal the referee. I'm like, bro, if you saw that to your teammate, right?
It's a dangerous
I will
challenge,
appeal also, what? Like you can't.
Yeah, it's not like Longstaff dive or something, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is that if you actually look at the scenario, right, you can immediately see, right, Declan Rice immediately pull Kai Havertz away. Like immediately.
He knows already, yeah.
He knows already. Then you see all the Arsenal players, right, they are not even trying to argue the Newcastle players. They are just trying to prevent...
Pull him away,
Pull him away because he's going to go chaotic already. That was a horrible challenge.
And the worst part is, there was... You know how VAR works? They will check first.
Yeah.
And then they will recommend the on-screen, like, review, right?
Yeah.
So basically what they did, they checked in the VAR room first.
Yeah.
But they didn't ask him to go and check the monitor. They cleared it. I feel that in this situation like that, you have to review it.
You have to review it, what?
Yeah, because it's a red card challenge. How can you say in the VAR room, that's not a reckless challenge? You know?
Yeah, dude. And to me, it's clear cut. If I would say this lah, if you can get a red card for a challenge like the Curtis Jones one, where the foot
slide the ball first,
touch the ball first, then hit the ball, then you get a red card for that. This type of thing, you don't get a red card, right? Then
yeah, and you never even get the ball at all.
Yeah, and you know zero contact with the ball.
Nowhere near the ball,
yeah.
So I don't really understand why they didn't recommend the review lah. At least that one, yeah.
Correct.
The referee sees it, then they say, okay, I still feel it's not a yellow card, then fine. You know, at least he did the proper procedure of
correct. But Havertz is a lucky man lah. But never mind. That was it, right? In the end,
there's another one, bro. The Bruno Guimaraes. He ran across somebody. Then he elbowed the player. You remember the Wayne Rooney Stoke City elbow?
Yeah.
It was like that, bro.
Okay, to me, I always, like, I said it before already, right? I think I said it on the Kopi Boss episode, right? Whereby media asked me, he said that when David Beckham kicked Simeone, right, was it a red card? And then I always say, there are certain things in football, right, that is deserves automatically. If you kick somebody intentionally, or if you use your elbow,
yeah, that is.
Or if you punch somebody with your hands or something, right, that is immediate red card, no question.
Yeah.
So the fact now is basically 3 controversial incidents, right? 2 affecting Arsenal, 1 affecting Newcastle. For Arteta to come out and say it was a disgrace, okay, fair to him. But I think the problem that I had with the Arteta incident, right, was that he only talked about the goal. He didn't talk about the other stuff. The other stuff or like the red card. If he had talked about the other stuff and his gripe with basically being unfair, okay, fair, I can understand that. But I think the Guimaraes one, right, no matter what, right, if you use your elbow, right, or any type of contact where it's everybody knows that it's intentional, you should deserve a red card. Red card, bro. I don't know how.
It was an elbow across the face.
Yeah, I don't know how both teams ended up with 11 men to complete this game.
Exactly. That's why the referee literally no control, bro. They have to do something about this. It's becoming too much of a coincidence, really.
Yeah,
it's happening too many times. Yeah,
it's getting annoying already, and then there's no consistency. So at the end of the day, right? I mean, let's just look at it, Controversy or not,
and just realize we haven't talked about the footballing aspect.
Yeah, correct. But which I don't think there is any need to be able to talk about it, right? Because literally, when you say this, when I looked at this, when you only get 1 shot on target, right, you deserve to lose out of 14.
No, you don't deserve to win. Yeah. It's more of that. You don't
more or less like if you only get 1 out of 14 shots on target, right, you deserve not to get a goal, right? You don't deserve to win. Unless you're Barcelona 2009 at Stamford Bridge.
Not Chelsea at Camp Nou, meh?
No, bro.
The Fernando Torres.
Not that one. Is the controversial
the Iniesta
one. The Iniesta one. I think that's the one that everybody thinks is
only 1 shot on target.
1 shot on target the whole game, bro. But that's it. Yeah. So moving on. Newcastle win 1-0. Arsenal lose thanks to a game by controversy. Right? So moving on, right, to our club, bro. Another controversial decision. What a lucky escape.
What a fluke win.
This is not a fluke. This is just...
It's a fluke, bro.
This is not a fluke. I won't consider it a fluke. This is just luck. It's not even considered a fluke anymore already, bro. This is just luck. Like, really, like, you can't... Luck. It's just luck, bro. Like let's be honest here. Like,
let's review it.
Fulham lose 1-0 thanks to a Bruno goal, right? That was literally, right, a goalkeeping mistake. Legit. And
no, it's like the way he get the ball also. Like the transition of play, that how Bruno managed to get that ball.
it is
So there was like, I think like 2 or 3 bounces before that.
it is FIFA in Ultimate Team during Foot
Scripting.
Champs. Where the ball just bounces off a player, bounces off another player, goes back to your player, passes it, he shoots, it doesn't work, he shoots again, he scores.
The keeper had a touch to it, right?
And the keeper had a touch to it. It's that type of thing, right, where like you will literally take your controller and throw against the floor if that happened to you.
Yeah,
Bro,
I was watching the game with my friends. It's like, bro,
the amount of luck in that goal, it was bad. And the thing is, I think we were talking about it during the game, right? United's defense cannot owned by Willian and Iwobi.
Willian.
Willian
was playing when I was in secondary school.
Yeah, bro. And Iwobi, right, was playing as CDM and he moved forward. So you're playing an out position striker as CDM, right? And he's rattling you.
Yeah, the amount of time, the amount of possession he had, right, on the ball.
It's mad.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really very crazy. I don't understand how we didn't concede and like
Yes.
how we
Bro,
if they had Mitrovic, bro.
Gone already.
Yeah, lucky Mitrovic left. I think honestly, if they had Mitrovic, we would be gone.
Correct. And it wasn't Raul Jimenez. Raul Jimenez, like, honestly, right, he had a very quiet game. Like, he was nowhere to be seen.
Because he was subbed in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was...
He was subbed in.
No, as in, like, to me, it was more or less like... It was a Willian and the wingers trying to do whatever they can. Then Onana kept Man United in this game. Honest.
Yeah.
Like, if it wasn't for Onana, right, it's 3-0 it's 3-0 already.
What? And there were players that I never heard of from Fulham. What? Muniz? Is it Muniz?
Muniz.
Honestly, honest to God, I never hear of them before.
Muniz, right, and there's a Vinicius.
Yeah, Carlos Vinicius. That one I know.
Yes, not the Vinicius Junior, a different Vinicius.
The rip-off Vinicius.
The rip-off Vinicius. But Paulina then...
Paulina, right? Paulina, yeah.
He's super good, yeah. Yesterday.
Yeah. Like what Midet said, this guy is too good to be playing at Fulham.
Correct.
If I'm not wrong, Liverpool wanted to buy him. Or Bayern wanted to buy him.
But then, in the end,
but I think they wanted more money for him.
But I do think, right, based on... If he keeps up this type of performances, like, he will go somewhere big already. Like,
yeah,
I think
he can easily play like at like a Spurs team. Yeah, something like that. I think Spurs also no problem.
Hey, but honest aside, no, like, Calvin Bassey is horrible.
The guy with the hair.
The guy that look like Romeo Lavia.
Romeo Lavia.
But hey, no, honest, bro, like, he makes mistakes. Like, he was lucky that he didn't give the ball away in one of the incidents, right, where Højlund was right there. Yeah. Then I think in the game like 2 weeks ago, he made like a mistake that just led to goals being considered also. Like, every time you hear Calvin Bassey, right, you never associate it with a good performance. It's always a mistake or him giving the ball away. So it's like if you were him, like, I don't know whether you waste money or not.
Yeah, let me read out the stats of the game to you.
Yeah.
So United had 55% possession, Fulham 45.
Yep.
Okay, so this is the one that shocked me. Fulham's expected goal, right, was 1.01. United was 0.69. So we weren't even meant to score. And then this is partly due to the fact that Fulham had 18 shots as compared to United's 12. Yeah. But Fulham had 3 on target and United had 5 though.
No, but I feel that many shots they weren't...
It's not threatening shots.
It's not threatening.
It's just straight at the keeper kind
It's straight at the keeper. Then there was some where it was like you just roll to the keeper, then Leno just picks it up. It wasn't...
I don't think that counts as a shot.
No, as in like the shot.
They take a shot, but it's like a pass.
Then it's like a bad shot, like deflect or anything like that. Okay, so it didn't threaten. It didn't pose any threat to anybody whatsoever. Like 0. So there's literally no point in like considering that like a threatening shot. There was no threatening shot, right, until Bruno scored the goal, right, and the disallowed goal.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about that for a moment.
So, what's your opinion? The goal was disallowed because of the fact that they were saying that Harry Maguire was offside and it interfered with play.
So he was offside and interfered with play, but did they see the guy behind him with his hand was playing Maguire onside? Yeah. And when I saw it on the TV, right, they did not draw the line from that hand. They draw from some defender's shoulder that was way in front of like Maguire.
Okay, so the thing for me, right, is like I don't know what they are seeing and I don't understand what they're looking at, right? That actually creates them to be able to want to draw that line based on that particular scenario. Like
it should be the last body part of the player that will dictate the offside line.
The offside
right?
line. So if let's say if let's say for example, right, it means that it's the limb of the last player that is keeping everybody onside. Everybody onside or offside.
Later you can pull up this picture on the screen and you see there's a guy's hand that is playing Maguire onside.
Yeah. I'll put that photo right about now.
But then it just reiterates the fact that every single game that Man U plays, right, there is always a VAR scrutiny lah, you know.
Yep.
Every single goal that we score is scrutinized. Or any foul that we like 50-50 kind of foul that how they gave the Rodri foul last week. Yeah, it's like so blatant, yeah.
I can't do it anymore already. Basically, every time we have a match, there is a VAR controversy.
It's us versus against the world, bro.
Yeah, and
the world is the referee. Yeah.
And it's all because of that Wolves game. I honestly believe.
Yeah, but I don't understand why United is not making a big fuss about it. You know? It's like why Erik Ten Hag cannot come out like Jurgen Klopp or like what Arteta did last night, right?
Ten Hag did
make a big fuss. You should make a big fuss about it.
He said I think he said it 2 or 3 times in different capacities also. But I think the difference between Arteta, Klopp, and Ten Hag, right, is because to a lot of people, because Ten Hag's brought it up multiple times, Klopp's only done it once, Arteta's only done it once.
So it looks like he's complaining rather than
yes, correct. It sounds like a broken drum. But you must also understand, right, that it's Man United. So the thing is that any type of VAR controversy, right, will always see like, oh, it's us against the referees, or it's the referees against us, right? But then if it's Liverpool or Arsenal, right, then it's a different thing. Because the thing is, the rarity of it happening, right, is a lot lesser than compared to when it happens to Man United.
And also, let me touch on this. And also because Liverpool and Arsenal, right, they can score goals without relying on VAR. You get what I mean? That they don't need to rely on penalties to win. For us, United the attack is so trash that we die need this penalty that we can win the match.
Correct. But
yeah, so it's like in a way we're not helping ourselves lah because we don't score goals like organically or naturally.
Yeah.
The goals doesn't come to us naturally. So like any chance of having a VAR call, we need it, you know. We die, we need it.
The fact that, right, Scott McTominay is your top scorer tells you all you need to know.
Where's my favourite player? Mr. MBE.
Number 10.
Number 10, brother.
He was not fit. He was not fit. But I will say this.
So yeah, okay.
To the whole world watching this, right, can you see how much better Man United plays without Rashford and Anthony? And then when you play Garnacho and Pellistri on the wings, I can honestly tell you, right, if it wasn't for Pellistri, Bruno doesn't score. Because Pellistri was the one that knocked the ball to Bruno.
Yeah.
And he was the one that got the ball in to Martial, and Martial got the knock off the Fulham player to send it back towards Bruno. Remember? That build-up play prior to the whole thing, where there was like a ping pong ball watching, right? So Pellistri did more than Anthony, right, in the time that he was on, right, that Anthony has been doing the entire time he was on the field. What does Anthony do? I have never seen a winger, right, that runs into the right position, right, and moves the ball backwards with his dribbling.
For a player who claims his forte is dribbling, right?
Yes. You dribble backwards. It's like your job is to attack the defender. You run away from the defender. And then by the time you run away from the defender, right, you go past the ball. You lose the ball or you pass the ball back to the midfielder, right? Everybody's back into the box already, right? Then Højlund got nobody. Like you see yesterday, right? Højlund was like what? 1 against 4.
There's no service, bro.
There's no service, and I don't think it's more service. I think it's more like, what's the direction? How are they running?
Yes. You realize that Man U wingers, right? They like to cut in and shoot.
Yes.
They're not the kind that like to service a player.
Correct.
So in a way, like if Højlund was like a player like Firmino, maybe then you can service your wingers, like how he did with Salah and Mane. Yeah, you know, he be the unselfish one. I will service you. But everybody wants to cut in and shoot. Rashford wants to cut in and shoot. Garnacho wants to cut in and shoot.
But the difference...
Anthony wants to cut in and shoot.
Yeah. But I find that the difference, right, is that Pellestri's not like that.
Yeah, Pellestri's more of a traditional right winger.
Traditional right winger. And the thing is that Garnacho, right, he does it depending on situation. If he sees the opportunity to shoot where it's capable to him, he will do it. If he doesn't, right, he will find a way to either move it out or he will find a way to get to the byline and pass the ball. Like yesterday, there was one incident where he made a wrong decision whereby the left side was wide open, but he was already dribbling on his right. So had he cut left and got past the defender on the left side, but the defender didn't block his left, right, he would have been able to get there, square the ball, then I think it's a goal already. And you can see based on the disallowed goal, right, had the ball gotten to Rashford, right, Rashford would have tried a shot. He wouldn't have pushed the ball back to the middle for McTominay.
Yeah, okay, but to sum it up, right, in this whole aspect, I find that United, this is the third game that we had to win in like the last moments of the game. It's the third game, you know. The first one was 3-2 versus Nottingham. I remember we scored quite late. We came back from 2-0 down, remember?
Yeah.
Second one was the McTominay brace.
The Sheffield.
90th minute. Yeah, Brentford.
Brentford.
Yeah, Brentford. And then now the 1-0 against Fulham. So all these performances are like, we are like scraping through, you know. It's not a real like reflection of how Ten Hag claims we are supposed to be playing.
No, but
it's being masked. It's being masked in the sense that it's Man U's DNA to score late goals, which is, I think, to me is a facade lah. It's a very convenient excuse to say, see, we are this is United's way. We are scoring last minute goals, but when we have been playing crap for like 90 minutes.
Yeah, we're just bad. Dude.
Yeah, and so to be honest, like, this is very, very unconvincing, and I don't think we can keep going like that.
No, and I also feel like honestly, like the way we are in and how we are, right, is literally right. Basically, is personnel. Like, I don't know why does Ten Hag insist on playing Bruno Fernandes on the right side, and where does Mason Mount fit? I still don't know. Marcus Rashford is horrible. So, he shouldn't be starting. Garnacho should be starting, and Pellistri should be starting over Anthony. Give the two younger guys a shot. Your midfielders, right? Ericsson's not a CDM. He's just not. And the thing is that if you want energy, right, why don't you try to play Hannibal?
McTominay up in front, right?
Yeah, then you play McTominay up in front. Then if Bruno's not playing well, okay, I get he's the captain, right? But just don't play him. Then you
gotta drop him, bro, yeah.
You just play McTom, then you give Manu and Hannibal a shot to one be a box to box and another one to be the CDM. Then you just put McTominay at camp. McTominay's in form. Just let him play there. He's fine.
Yeah, and McTominay is informed by what? Scoring goals.
Yes, correct.
And then you play him in a CDM.
I don't know, man. Like we've owned
our brother. I don't know, bro.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna move on to the other side of Manchester already. Let's move on. This one, right? I think the Man City versus Bournemouth one, right? I don't want to be mean, right? But there's not much to say other than City look like champions. They dominated. And Jeremy Doku is a star.
What a acquisition. This Jeremy Doku.
Yeah, bro.
Let me show a fun fact for you, bro.
What?
He had 4 goals, 1 assist. And these 4 assists, right? 4 assists, 1 goal. Sorry, not 4 goals. He had 4 assists, 1 goal. And these 4 assists is more than Anthony's entire menu career.
Bro, Anthony goal score, I think he only got 3?
Bro, 4 assists in 1 game.
Yeah. Bro,
yeah, and then they didn't have Haaland for second half, right? They played Haaland first half. Yeah.
Haaland got knocked, so they took him off, then Foden came on. But I mean, like, dude.
Bernardo Silva scored 2.
Bernardo Silva scored 2. But Jeremy Doku is like, honestly, honest, right? If he does this, and he's capable of doing this,
it's like he reached, because he's supposed to be the direct replacement for Mahrez, because Mahrez left, right? Then he's the replacement.
Correct.
And what kind of statement are you putting by assisting 4? You know,
it's like so I can get your Mahrez capability with your De Bruyne assisting capability. In one player.
I mean, he's Belgium, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like,
he's from Belgium, right? Is it?
I mean, like, let's look at it for example. Okay, his first goal was had a bit of luck, but it was a nice shot, like a very, very nice shot. Everything moved right. His second so-called goal, right, was awarded to Akanji, then he got the assist. But the assist of both goes to Bernardo Silva. Bro.
It's like what a winger should be doing.
Bro. Fake left, fake right, fake left, fake right. Then just square to Bernardo. Bernardo just passed the ball into the net.
And it's like, you watch him play, when you watch him dribble, right?
Yeah.
You know he will do something. Like, you know there's a direction he wants to do.
Yeah.
Which is take on the player.
Yeah.
Like, it's so easy on the eyes, right? It's like, wow, nice. You know, like, he do the trick. And then he squares to Bernardo Silva, right? It's
correct.
Like, that's his main intention. Yeah. Compared to other wingers when they like blindly just run straight into the player.
Correct. And the thing is that if you notice the way that he dribbles, right, like the ball is still moving forward.
Yep.
Like if you're trying to attack,
and the defender is backtracking.
That's the difference. So it's like you're trying to move the ball forward, right? Your defender is backtracking, right? Versus rather than the ball staying stagnant, and there's literally no progression. Then you're waiting for your player to overlap. Like you're bringing it closer to the goal without the defender actually knowing that the ball is getting closer. Because it's small increments of movement, right? then he has good enough vision, right? Like even let's say, for example, the second Bernardo Silva goal, right? He literally took the ball one touch, looked up, saw Bernardo was open, then threw ball right down the wing, perfect. Like catch Bernardo in stride. Then Bernardo just gets there, chips the ball over. I thought Matthias Nunes was supposed to be the one doing that thing.
Yeah, but Matthias Nunes is a CM Gundogan replacement kind of.
But the thing is that Doku has that capability, which is basically what Mahrez was also able to do.
Yeah, Mahrez had dribbling and playmaking like traits yeah.
And goal scoring traits also. So I mean, City look like City. Ake scores a goal. They look good Like to be really honest, right? Then he slots the passing for Foden also.
Yeah, because like I told you yesterday, I was watching with my friends. We had dinner and we watched the Man U game first, and then the following game was a City game.
Yeah.
So there were some girls there. They were like, "How come this Manchester team so like score so many as compared to the previous game?" Then I'm like, "Yeah, you see, this is why they're champions, You know, it's like even as a neutral football fan, right? They're like, hey, wow, like this team good, You know, they don't look like shaky. They're not shaky. They're not panicking."
Yeah. Honestly, right? Even as United fans, we have to see that Man City is there. Like they are the team that you want.
You have to recognize quality, right?
Yeah, correct. Like as much as we don't like Man City, right? When a team is good, right? As a football fan, you will admit they are good.
You know it's good, yeah.
You know they are good. Like allegiance goes out the window, right? When you know that a football team is good. So I mean, there's not much to say other than the fact that they destroyed Bournemouth,
Without Haaland,
and without De Bruyne, bro. 6-1 without Haaland or De Bruyne, all because Jeremy Doku showed up. That to me is scary,
Yeah, I said, but Bournemouth did score one,
which was a nice goal, but just that
the Sinistera.
But the thing is that, nah, bro, you can't do that.
Just okay it's a consolation, take it. Yeah,
you can't do that. So I mean, they do 6-1. They win. They're top of the table now, right? But of course, Spurs still have to play Chelsea, which of course brings us to our next segment, which is the preview match of the week. Yes. So from now on, right, just to let everybody know, we are going to do a match of the week. We're going to pick one match every week. We're going to call it the match of the week here on the Football Kaki, right? And me and Paul are going to do predictions. So before we get into this game of basically like Chelsea versus Manchester City, which of course Chelsea still have to play Spurs, we'll get into that later. We are going to do this thing where me and Paul are going to tabulate scores at the end of the season, beginning from this particular game. We're going to predict the score. And the one who is closer to the result, right, gets 1 point. So example means that if let's say the result ends up being 3-0, but then Paul predicts it's 2-0, but I predict it's 2-1, right? Because Paul got the clean sheet, right, Paul is closer.
Okay, wait, what if the score is 3-0, right?
Yeah.
But then I say 2-0, you say 4-0.
Okay.
Then it should be me. It should be me, right? Under always win, what?
Yeah, under always win. It should be you. It should be you. So okay, so it means that if the team scores more but they don't concede, right, then the one is out already. It has to be closer in the sense where under
Like Price is Right.
Correct. But the thing is that, so that's 1 point But if let's say you get the exact scoreline correct, it means that let's say
like 3-0
3-0 Man City beat Man United 3-0, right? But you predict 3-0 Man City beat Man United, right? Exactly to a T, then you get 2 points. Fair? End of the season, right? We tabulate all this and we see, right, who winner versus loser. Loser, you got a $60 cap to either buy the other person dinner or a present. And if it's a present, right, you have to show what that present is on this podcast.
Okay, if I win, it's $60 for you. If you win, then it's 60 ringgit for me. I'm kidding.
So you want a $20 present now? Okay, I'm okay, bro. You gotta take already.
No, I said if you win, right, then 60 ringgit. If I win, $60. I'm just kidding.
No, bro. So $60 fat. Okay, so let's just get into this game.
Okay,
so,
let's get to it. Wait. So again, just to confirm, if both our scores are off, we just choose the closest one.
Yes, if both our scores are off, we just choose the closest one. So meaning if let's say for example,
then will be 1 point. That will be 1 point for that data.
Correct. So if let's say for example I predict 2-0, but the score is 3-0, you predict 2-1, right?
3-1.
3-1, 2-1, right? I win.
3-1 means what? You win.
I win because
you win 1 point.
Because you consider the goal, ma.
Okay, you want 1 point lah.
1 point.
Okay.
So but then if let's say for example it is I say 2-1, you say 2-0, fine. you say 2-0, right? Final score is 1-0 lah. That scenario, right? Then goal concede wins. Means that if you get a clean sheet, right, then you win.
Okay. Yep.
You get me right? You get me right?
I get what you mean.
Okay, can. All right. So this week, first match of the week preview. We are looking at Chelsea versus Manchester City. Of course, the game is at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea are without Mikhailo Mudryk this week. Likelihood that he is questionable, but he's at 75%. So, likelihood if he misses the game against Spurs this week, right, he's going to play against Manchester City. Erling Haaland is, of course, questionable at the particular moment. They say that he's a 25% chance of recovery by the weekend. So, it's a 50-50.
But you know how Pep is, right?
Yeah. Pep will always figure out some way. So, question, bro. Do Chelsea have a chance?
Chelsea's home.
Yes, Stamford Bridge.
Wow, okay. Chelsea got 2 games now. It's because at the point we're recording now, they haven't played Spurs, right?
They haven't played Spurs.
Okay, I'm gonna make a prediction. If they beat Spurs, then I would say maybe they got a chance of getting something against City.
But
if they lose,
then you think
if they lose, then I think City will just do their normal routine.
This is why we are friends, because my thoughts are exactly the same. Just that my only difference, right, is that they need to be able to get a result against Spurs, right, regardless of win or draw, right, to be able to even have a chance.
But the thing is, right, Chelsea play well against big teams.
Yes, that's the thing.
So far, we have seen this season they played well against Liverpool. They played well against. They did very well against Arsenal. Yeah.
If it wasn't for the goalkeeper,
but due to the some complacency from Robert Sanchez.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just that when it comes to Chelsea playing small teams, right, that's where they fumble. I feel.
Yeah, I agree.
But in terms of preparing for big teams, I think they are there.
In my sense, right, what I wrote down is that if they perform like they did against Arsenal, right, they got a chance.
Yep.
And I'm talking about the performance before the Sanchez mistake.
First half.
First half. So if they can do that for a full 90 against Man City, right, they have a chance, or at least they put up a fight. Then Man City will have to grind out a result if they actually do it. But then again, City. Judging by the fact that Haaland may or may not be available, right, their performance against Bournemouth, right, doesn't really
Haaland, no problem, bro.
It doesn't really think that it's going to make a huge impact, right? Huge impact difference. No De Bruyne, no Haaland. But why?
They haven't been with De Bruyne for the whole season. I feel like
correct.
He got injured the first game. Yeah, and Haaland hasn't really been like the same form as last year, but he's still top scorer of the league, lah.
Correct.
Yeah, but we know how Haaland is against big teams, so I always find that in games like this is where other players like Foden, Grealish will shine.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe even Bernardo Silva.
Yeah. And I do think that the question that becomes, right, is also that who starts, Grealish or Doku? Is one thing. Then the thing is that Foden's going to start striker. I believe it's going to be false 9.
Chelsea, Doku starts left or right?
Doku starts left.
Then that's against Malo Gusto. If Rich James isn't back in time,
bro, it's gonna be it's gonna be Doku versus Gusto.
It will be him, Yeah, I think that will be quite interesting.
It's gonna be Doku versus Gusto. Doku's gonna wipe the floor, bro. it's like no chance one, like absolutely no
Unless
chance.
Unless they play Disasi right back.
Yeah, because they're gonna probably play Bernardo on the right side.
I think Doku play right. Then they will have to go against either Chilwell or Cucurella.
Either that or they play Grealish left, they play Doku right, then they play for the middle. Let me feel they play Bernardo lah.
Okay. Yeah, but we see. I think also Chelsea has issues of their own also.
Yep. But Chelsea is Chelsea, bro. Like, I can only say, right, the only thing worse off than Man United is Chelsea.
Yeah, they've been bad.
They've been horrible. We already talked about it last week. We were saying that what's the difference between Potter's last 10 and Pochettino's first 10? There's literally no difference.
Yeah. It's just that this Pochettino's team costs more.
Correct. So I don't know, man. Like, honestly, even if you lose Mudryk, right, there's also not going to be much heavy difference. So what I'm thinking, right, is that I think City is going to win. So let's just do predictions. I don't think there's much that we can actually talk about other than the fact that Chelsea
let's go.
Chelsea literally, right, they just need to put in a performance against Spurs to be able to decide whether they have this thing. Because Chelsea is the thing where one good performance can do a lot for them. One bad performance can do a lot of damage also. So they are just very like either I'm here or I'm here. I'm never in between. So yeah. So okay, match predictions to decide who gets the first point. of our 1v1 score predictions week. What is fun? Okay, so Paul, what's your prediction?
Okay, I'm gonna go something new. I think Man City. I think it'll be a Man City win. 3-1 to Man City.
3-1 to Man City.
Yeah, I think so. I got a feeling.
Okay, I have a feeling, right? Because it's Chelsea and they only scored 1 goal in September. I'm gonna go with Man City 3, Chelsea 0. 3-0.
Okay, so if the moment you concede, you lose.
Yeah, the moment I concede, I lose, bro.
All right.
The moment I concede,
because our score is the same one, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So
now it's just you better pray Chelsea don't concede. No, you better pray City don't concede.
City don't concede. But I mean, we never know. But currently, my prediction is 3-0. So yours is 3-1, right?
Yep.
So the moment City concede, that is over.
No, because our City score is the same.
Yes.
We just see whether they concede or not.
Correct.
Yep.
So we shall see lah. So either way, if let's say for example the final score is 3-2, right, you still win because you're closer already, ma.
Yeah, I'm closer. Yep.
So I think alright.
If 2-2,
Huh?
I win, right? If 2-2, I win.
If
I win, right? Yeah.
Yeah, if 2-2 you win. If 2-2 you win. because
City will clean sheet, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Because it dependent. My one is prediction of clean sheet. So if let's say they don't get the clean sheet, right, my prediction gone already. Out already.
Okay.
Alright. So before we close out, got anything else you want to add?
I think the league is looking quite well. We forgot to mention that I think Villa is on the rise also.
Yep. There are
if they win, right? If they win, they go above Arsenal. See, if Villa is on 22 now, Arsenal is on 24. Having played 1 game.
Yep.
So if Villa wins tonight against Nottingham Forest, they will go third. That's insane.
Wow, that's interesting, man. Like Villa go third, that'll be quite interesting. So we shall see. Let's see. Actually, just see what happens. Whether or not they beat for us or not. But before we round off this episode, we go and we just head off. I'm just gonna read out the games for this coming week. Match day 12 So Spurs close out the week. They begin the week. So they are the first game, which is Wolves versus
again.
Yeah.
Last week also they played.
They played
they played Tuesday, then Friday night, right?
Yeah. Then after that they end the week, then they start the week again.
Why
I have no idea.
The game schedules don't like them.
No, bro. Like I said, everybody like me predicted them 12.
But where they are, look where they are.
Yeah, they are top 2. I think they're going to be Champions League.
The Sky Sports scheduler try to kill them or what?
I have no idea, dude.
Because I know why. Because they don't have European.
Maybe that's why.
The other teams have, right?
Yeah, correct. Never mind. We shall see what happens right in the Chelsea game, and then we will react accordingly lah. Okay, so let's just read out the games. Right? So it's Wolves versus Spurs. Then of course it's followed up by Man United, Luton, Arsenal, Burnley, Crystal Palace, Everton, Bournemouth, Newcastle, Villa, Fulham, Brighton, Sheffield, West Ham, Forest, Liverpool, Brentford, and then of course to close out the week, the big game is of course Chelsea versus Manchester City. For those of you who are in Singapore, the game is Monday morning 12:30 a.m. Basically. Sunday night. So so that is it for this week's episode of the Football Kaki. Alright, so that is it for this week's episode of the Football Kaki. Now, for those of you who are listening in, we just want to say thank you for listening to us and supporting us. We have officially reached here at the Chit Chatter on YouTube, our 1,000 subscriber mark. And for those of you who have contributed to liking our videos and subscribing to our channel, we just want to say thank you so much. And of course, we hope that you continue to support us by watching not just the Football Kaki, but our other shows, of course, which are the Kopi Bros involving Paul, me, Dad, Tin Yong, Brandon, where they talk about different topics. They've done different types of mythology. They've done.
We talk about girls also, bro.
Girls. They talk about gym etiquette. Yeah, a lot of different and funny topics. We even
conspiracy theories.
We even talked about football once involving David Beckham. Yes.
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 Our brother here was on the.
I was on that show.
Was a special guest.
Yes, I was a special guest. Yes, and then of course every Friday we've got the SG Draft podcast where the shows include both the Kopi Bros and the Football Kaki. We've all been there. Both of us have won. Yes, but like Paul is how to say
I was the Fernando Torres.
Yes, he's the Fernando
when the
Torres.
draft started, right? I was at my peak. I was like consecutively winning 6 to 7 drafts.
Then after that,
out of the first 12 or 15, I can't remember.
Then after that, just nothing happened. I
fell off. I had a hamstring injury and everything changed.
Right. Well, whereas for me, right, I have won and I'm Leicester City. Like I was like constantly like there, riding here, and then suddenly got one up. Then after that, just never win anymore already.
So you will just hold on to that one forever. Right?
I will just hold on to that one forever. Hopefully, I win another time. Like maybe Leicester comes back to the Premier League. Hopefully, that one will happen for me. I will rise.
Maybe
again.
we should do a football. We should do a football kaki combined with SG draft, like a football draft.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun. Yeah,
that'll be fun. We have to see we have to ask the showrunner, original Kaki Bro Milet, to see whether or not he agrees. Yes, so before we end off, we just want to say thank you again for subscribing and for continuing to follow us and supporting us here on the Football Kaki. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. And for those of you that have, continue to introduce our channel to your friends and help us grow this channel even more. Thank you again for helping us reach 1,000 subscribers, and we hope that we will grow and also give you better content down the line. So with everybody here at the Football Kaki from the Chit Podcast Network, from me and Paul, your Kaki Bros, we just want to say bye and thank you.